at McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos. Saturday afternoon's the perfect setting for a game like this. It's the Missouri Tigers and the Baylor Bears. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
McLean Stadium is one of the most unique in all of college football. You can literally sailgate, drive your boat right to the stadium. This is a beautiful stadium, smaller capacity, but these fans make it special. From the run-on of all the students to start the game, they are loud and passionate every time the football is kicked off in Texas. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The Bears will kick off first, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back, and he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. So now it's second and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hardy. They'll give him 3 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 7. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Simmons from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab. Across the 25, he's got room. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
On the move. Here's a little room there. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And this defense really wanted to come out and set the tone and be physical, but the offense did that. They took control. They owned the line of scrimmage. They create the big explosive run on the first drive to really set the tone in this football game.
He'll bring it out. It's Morris. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Flagway wants to throw. He'll pull it down and run. Breaks into the open. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. The run inside. It's Morris.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. It's Lagway. Blasted as he lets it go. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, man, I mean, you don't get more wide open than that, right? Big fella running down the field. Nobody near him. Quarterback puts it on him. Just got to make the catch.
It'll be 3rd and long. The offense changing the play. 3rd down from the gun, DJ Lagway. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
The Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. And they'll mark this one at the 20-yard line. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
It's complete to the left. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Man, the offense got away with one there. That was supposed to be a running back screen. Instead, the quarterback threw it somewhere else. And with all the offensive line running way down the field, they're lucky that wasn't a penalty.
Calls his own number. Got a little grass. Past the 20. He's at the touchdown, Tigers. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
I mean, talk about hard to stop. Like, so many weapons, so much speed, and then your quarterback is going to go 50-plus. Defensive coordinators, that's why nobody wants to play defense anymore or coach defense. You want to be on the offensive side of the football because otherwise you got to defend weapons like these that are just weapons of mass destruction.
Coming out with it, it's Morris. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Lagway. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
To the air, it's Lagway. Right on the money. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation and the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. On target. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they might get some extra. It looked like a face mask to me. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Throwing, Lagway. Fires to the wideout. Going right back to Williams.
And Baylor's a team, man, it's been interesting to watch them because offensively, they make no bones about it. They want to throw the ball all over the yard. And what do? To replace their stud from a year ago? They go in the portal. They get DJ Lagway, a guy that can spin it, has had some high moments, also had some inconsistencies, Palmer. So I'm interested to watch this young man at the helm.
Yeah, the big key, I think, for Baylor is this coaching staff getting the most out of DJ Lagway, because you said it, David. He was one of the most recruited players in Gatorade Player of the Year in high school for a reason. His ceiling is so high. The issue, though, has been the consistency. If this coaching staff can get him to play his A game week in, week out, this Baylor offense is going to be impossible to stop.
Looking to scramble. It falls incomplete, and will change ends in the field to get things started back up. That's it for the period, and Missouri has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun on third down, Lagway. Another incompletion on third down.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And here they come, going for the first down on 4th and 2. Fourth down, Lagway. Complete out of the backfield. Turning it on. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Bears headed quickly to the line with the run on 1st and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bears! Some much-needed life from this offense as they tried to cut away at this lead.
No doubt, needed something to go right. If you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start, keep chipping away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Makes a grab in their space. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. And the Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll give it to Hardy. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. A run for the quarterback.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play, because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
From the gun on 3rd down, Simmons. Snagged out of the air. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Hey, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand they're blitzing, they're coming, see it, take advantage of it, get the completion, and
going for it all. Touchdown, Tigers! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Man, And that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively, I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. Good timing on the quick out. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. Great job in the base defense making a play.
They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. And the Bears have their offense in high gear. They'll send the back in motion. The Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Here's Lagway to pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Dumps it off in the flats. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field to score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
The Bears, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Running inside. It's Morris. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll run it. It's Morris. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And the Bears line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. Punts it out of the air. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. They'll move the wide receiver. Now on the move. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Baylor!
That textbook how you end a first half. You're trailing, you need to put a drive together. Great job using all of the clock, getting the TD, and you want to talk about creating some momentum going into the half and knowing I get the football, so everything trending in the right direction.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Good gain there, picks up the first down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Simmons. Fires to the right. Got a man, it's Hardy. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We begin with Minnesota taking on the number 17 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes. And it's the Gophers coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13.
The win puts them a game over 500 as this group looks to stabilize its season.
The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. Lagway wants to throw.
Here now some...
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
I know this defense feels like they missed some opportunities. Yeah, they had 2 sacks their last game out, but they feel like they left a bunch more out on the field, and they wanted to try to get to the quarterback in this game. That was finally the first time they registered a sack so far here. Curious to see how this pass rush looks the rest of the way.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Finds a spot in the middle. Slips one guy, now he smashes his way through again. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Lagway. Trying to beat the D deep. Makes the grab deep. Here he goes. Touchdown, Baylor! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
And man, that is exactly what you wanted to see from this offense to start the third quarter. Like, the passing game, it just wasn't in sync. It wasn't where it needs to be. You dug yourself a little bit of hole, Palmer, but coming out like this, throwing, trusting your quarterback, putting a drive together, that's got to be a good sign.
And this is where the coaching staff really makes their money. When you can go in at halftime and switch things up and make the changes you need to make to your game plan to find that rhythm and get it established. That is such a great way, you're right, to start this thing. And now for this offense, it's about keeping it going and trying to stay one step ahead of the defense.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the third. Oh, better look out! Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
Well, we knew coming into this one that the quarterback run game was going to be a big part of what this offense is trying to do. And after that last carry, this guy's now got over 100 yards rushing.
Here's Simmons to throw. Makes a catch. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll try to run it in with Hardy. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
This quarterback part of their running game. Gain of right at 7 yards. 2nd and 3 coming. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hardy. Finding some room. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get to third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on 2nd down?
This is a designed run. He breaks a tackle. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Here's a give to Hardy. Oh, he's headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And that one will give them the lead.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. He'll bring it out. It's Morris. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Baylor sends out the offense to go to work. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Tosses it incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Might be changing the route. Throwing, Lagway. Quick completion on the out route. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Yeah, and I love the big tight ends because they got those big catch radius. You can throw it anywhere near them, and they're going to catch it. And break tackles, the big physicality after the run, getting some extra yards when it wasn't there.
They want to run this quarterback.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
To the air, it's Lagway. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
Well, we know the game of college football is always evolving and changing, and one of the biggest reasons why is the quarterback evolution. Dual threat quarterbacks. You're seeing two great examples in this game so far. Both guys can hurt you throwing it. Both guys can hurt you running it. It's been the running attack for both of these guys that's been the big story so far.
Here's Lagway to pass. Makes the grab on the left. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
You know, football really is a game similar to chess, and there's this cat and mouse game going on between the offensive and defensive coordinators right now. It'll be interesting to see later in the game if the offensive coordinator shows the defense the exact same pre-snap look. The defense will be thinking they're going to the corner route, but then this time the receiver will break to the middle of the field, might catch the defense completely off guard.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Defender got caught, a little handsy with that jersey, and it'll cost him. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. They'll throw it from the red zone. Back open in the middle. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. And the Bears come to the line in the hurry-up. Flagway wants to throw. Looking for the goal line. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Trying to power it in. Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today rank, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. A designed run for the quarterback. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears! The Bears have the answer.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Here comes the 2-point try. Flagway. Here's the pressure. And it's a sack.
Man, what a big stop for this defense. The offense kind of gambles. They could have tied the football game. They went for it to try to take the lead, and the defense says absolutely not. Not in my house. We've got an interesting rest of the fourth quarter coming.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Missouri Tigers. The offense ready to go to work. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Trucks through the defender. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Third and 6 yards to go. Unloads quickly. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best third down offenses in the country. So Missouri will have to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. He'll take it on the return. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. And now, deep in the fourth quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Quarterback making adjustments. Lagway from the gun on 3rd down. Unloads to the right. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that 1st down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Lagway to throw for it on 4th. Turns it loose. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Missouri's offense heads out ready to go. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of 1st downs, maybe even punch in a score, and they'll go home with the W. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Again, it's Hardy. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Well, there's not a lot of mystery what you're going to do on offense at this point of the game. With the lead late, you're just going to lean on your star running back. This is a guy who is going to play on Sundays at the next level. Just keep giving him the football and just let him take this thing over.
Powers through the defender. There's a crease. And he'll finally slide after the long run. I'm not sure if he wanted to avoid the hit or he just got tired. Missouri comes up with a 1st and goal. Quarterback keeper. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the 4th. Fielded in the end zone, it's Morris. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Here's Lagway to pass. And the pass falls harmlessly to the ground. We'll see if the laundry is as harmless. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nab them for the defensive holding penalty. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Wants to throw. It's Lagway. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Fires to the tight end.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Again, it's Lagway. Here comes the heat. There he goes. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the first down.
It's the 4th quarter. Every second counts, right? It's a one-possession game. We're chasing the QB. He scrambles around, does such a great job getting positive yards, keeping this drive alive. We need to score badly. We got to keep drives alive like this. Wonderful job.
Lagway wants to throw. Just a little off. Incomplete.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the second half, and it looks like they've made a few adjustments. That time, they were able to get in the backfield, get to him, and bring him to the ground.
He fires to the left side. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's 4th down.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And that's a play the quarterback would love to have back. Late in the game, trailing by only 1 possession on 4th down. It looked like there was a window to put that football in, to get the catch, keep the drive going. The quarterback has an inaccurate pass. It falls incomplete, and that is probably going to do it.
Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. Timeout is called by the defense. 19 ticks remaining.
And a running game can be really hard to stop when you got so many guys that can do some damage, and this defense has taken some licks. This QB's made him look silly a couple of times, but they're starting to adjust. Gotta like that play right there, getting to him and getting him on the ground.
On 3rd down, here's Hardy. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. Baylor Bears called their 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. He'll make the fair catch, but there is a flag on the field. They make fun of kickers saying they don't have to worry about contact, They do in situations like that. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Breaks into the open. He's at the 10. And he gets it into the end zone for the touchdown, and it's not just a touchdown, it is a dagger in this game.
Someone say run out the clock. Someone say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
And the extra point is good. On the run from inside his own 5. Hits him with a stiff arm. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.